Well, my name is Kayla. We are in Boise, Idaho. Started officially with this state in 2015 when I graduated high school. But I actually started cleaning when I was 12. So there's us cleaning commercial buildings at night. My mom had just started her commercial cleaning company, and it was either I sit at home and be bored or I go make some money. I knew if I went and worked, I could just keep saving more money. And then if I wanted something, I don't even know what I wanted back then, but more expensive, I had to buy it myself. I can do it. If it's out there in the universe, I can have that. And I actually got that belief because I got to watch my aunt and uncle hand everything to my cousin, and we were super close. And I was always like, if they can do it, why aren't my parents doing it? So I'm just gonna, you just kind of sat back and observed as a little kid. So in 2013, I was actually 16. She decided, I'm just gonna do a commercial. So do you want my residential? At first I actually said no. And I went and had a terrible interview. I don't even know if you know this actually, at a restaurant. It was terrible because they were like, what is your weakness? And I was like, I don't get along with people. And then once I left, I was like, you know what? I'm so glad I'm not gonna go be a busser at a restaurant. I'm gonna go clean houses, and I can be alone. I don't have to deal with anybody. The house is empty. I love to be alone. And truly, when I was 16, I didn't love a lot of people. I was a very angry person. So it was perfect for me. From there, I actually built houses 100% from referrals. But during that time, I had to learn how to talk to my customers, be confident, and then I actually changed to where I love talking to people. So this actually helped me have better communication skills, talking with the clients, and really love that. From 16 to 21, I just kept building. 100% word of mouth. We got an office location probably around 2018, 2019. People just seeing us on Google. I really built up from there, which was huge. And then at 22, I hired the first office person. I have had no other jobs before this. All I had was watching my mom, and also watching what I didn't want to be as a leader was my biggest thing. So I didn't really have anyone to look up to. It was I don't want to be like that. And I was actually watching my dad grow up, talking about how his boss always promised him ownership and you're gonna have freedom. And then it was 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And he was in the same spot. And I was like, I want to provide an opportunity for people that's actually real, where they can actually grow. How could I do that? And I tried everything on my own. But in 2019, Tanner and I actually had our first baby, and I knew I had to be at home with him those first couple weeks. I could not be in the office. I did not want to go do walkthroughs with the baby. So he was really my motivation of, I have a timeline. I got to get the heck out of here. So it was actually my mother-in-law. She was going through a hard time, and I'm like, why don't you come work with me? I gave her no direction. It was here's the phone, here's the schedule, figure it out. We sat side by side, and we actually really enjoyed working, and she taught me some things, but I got very frustrated with her. I was like, why is she so angry at our clients? And she's dictatorship. But it's because I did not give her directions, and I didn't know how to lead a team at that time. But I made it to $65,000 a month at 22. That was all by myself. In 2023, I was sitting there outside by myself, just thinking and dreaming, had a coach message me. And I was like, this is perfect timing. This is a sign that I need to go get coaching so I can actually grow. Join the community. I had zero growth in 2 years, probably spent about the same $30,000, $40,000 something, and I saw no growth. It was hard for me to leave because I felt bad. I felt like I was gonna leave a community of people that just cared about me as a friend. But then I was like, I can't spend this money and not continue to grow, and I can keep that money for myself. So I ended up leaving there. I had invested in buying a business, which was a $10,000 investment. We were so close to buying a Western store. We were closing on this deal, and thankfully Tanner was like, we're not doing it. You shouldn't do it. And I don't want to listen. So I'm like, no, I'm right. We're gonna do this. So I drove the car away, had the meeting in my car by myself, and I came back and I was like, I have a weird feeling, maybe you're right. The week we were gonna close, we ended up just completely backing out. But it was honestly my way of distracting myself of, this cleaning business doesn't work, I'm gonna go find something else. Then after that, this is actually after Tanner had sold his excavation company and had some cash. I didn't earn it, so I didn't know how to use it, like Logan talks about. If you just get it handed to you, it's gonna be thrown right off the door. So then I was like, Tanner, there's this really amazing opportunity to invest in Amazon. I'm gonna do it. And he's like, well, how much is it? And I was like, it's only $45,000. And he's like, no, you're not doing it. And I was like, yes, I am. You need to trust me. So I did it without listening. I'm really good at that. He has a different perspective. And after $45,000 plus, I think $20,000 in inventory that we lost all of it, I'm not right about everything. I need to be coachable and just listen. That all happened. And then I see Logan pop up on my Facebook. And I was like, another person trying to just do coaching and get my damn money. I'm not even watching. But I still liked it because I'm like, maybe there's a piece I'll get from him. So we agreed we would never pay for coaching again. So I was like, crap. and they're gonna sneak this behind his back. And he's not gonna know, I'll put it on a credit card business. And at this time, we were not together in the cleaning business. So I could be sneaky. He's got his finances. I got mine, other than like our personal bills. But I was like, I've made enough mistakes. Like, we have to do this together. So I would play the free coaching calls in our kitchen loud so Tanner could hear it. He kind of started hearing how Logan like coached people. And it was very much like, here's the truth, but being very like kind about it. Now you choose whether you want to listen. And actually, he was able to learn a lot for himself personally during that time. The one thing I changed was adding in star pay. And I was like, holy shit, we're profitable. Like, we're actually gonna bring home money. So I kept explaining to Tanner, like, look how much growth this has had just being in the free group. Like, rewind, about to have our third baby about a year and a half ago. And Logan was like, hey, you wanna coach? And I got on a call with him, and I was like a month away from having a baby. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to, because I'm content, I'm happy, we've got star pay, like, we're profitable. And truthfully, I didn't have a goal. I was like, we're making money, and I get to be at home with my baby. I have someone working in the office. I'm good. And he was like, okay, no worries. I'm here when you need me. One day I clicked back on, and he was starting a second location and had already started it. And I was like, holy shit, he's made it to $1 million. He's starting a second location, and I'm stuck. If I don't jump in now, like, I'm gonna be here forever. Like, do I wanna be stuck, or do I like actually wanna grow? So I ended up joining officially in May of 2024 at 74,000. August, we came out for Decade and a Day, and then a month later we hit our 83,000. And then, as you can see from there, we just keep growing. And what's really cool is in May, we did 130,000. So we did 122 with our first location. And then starting the second, which I didn't want to do, but Tanner's like, nope, we're doing it. I'm like, then you do it. Here you go. So he was all in. And once I saw that, I was like, this is an opportunity for us to work together, because it was really 3 years of, I know we can work together, but I don't know how. I don't know how to like let things go to have you actually help. So it's a good opportunity for him to go like actually learn. But after doing it for a month, I was like, Tanner, we can utilize another office person, bring her in, and then we can focus on coaching them. You've done it, so now you can say you've had reps, and he did clean Airbnbs with me, so he's cleaned. Now you've experienced it, let's go coach our team. I was messaging Lucas, I'm like, hey, like, how's your growth been? Like, do you love it? And he was like, raved about you guys. So problems before we joined, very low profits. We stayed stagnant. I wanna say there was like 4 years, it was like 750,000 a year. We didn't do any marketing. We did no sales. A very entitled office team and very entitled cleaners. We have had a group of 9 walk out in one day in person because I didn't give them what they wanted. It was very hard, but I didn't back down, and I knew in the long haul, I didn't have another option. Like, this is the only income I have. It's the only experience. Like, I know tomorrow, the new people coming in won't know any different. I was actually paying my office girls a salary plus commission on their sales, which was like insane. All the solutions I thought I had. So we're gonna go from teams of 3 to 2. We're gonna try that. Every single day was Slack messaging office. What do you think about this? Let's try this. Like, changing things every day to the point where I wasn't even giving enough time to actually see if things would work. I ended up hiring a marketing agency, $1,200 a month. It brought us leads. We had no system behind it. We didn't use Go High Level. We never called them back. We never did internal marketing. So we were just like throwing money out the door. We had company cars a little bit before that. So another solution was just sell the company cars, thinking it would solve all of our problems, and it didn't. And then again, distracted by other businesses we could do. Before Tanner joined me and like officially committed, we were looking for a property to buy to go start like landscaping and rocks, thinking that that was the solution, when really we just needed to focus on like one thing and truly just stay focused. I knew I could grow this company. I've always thought that. I know I can make good money. When I was 18, my goal out of high school was, I want to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I'm going to get there. So that's always still like been in my head. So it's been really cool to sit back and actually write down like where we're at financially. I've learned a lot of skills. I've grown so much in the last 2 years, like data over feelings. So instead of getting emotional of like, oh my gosh, we just had 7 people leave, like it is what it is. Like, cleaners are gonna leave, like expect it. Just do the standards. If my team isn't following it, I can just go right back to that. It's not what I want, this is what the business needs. Giving clear, confident directions and just showing up, like being confident of like, this is where we're going. And I truly feel like I have become such a great leader with that, where my office team actually like looks up to me now, which has been like a huge goal, and it feels like it's taken forever to feel like I'm someone that people would actually want to look up to. I never wanted to talk about money with the office team. Truly, I don't know why. I think I felt ashamed of making good money, or that they would judge where we're at. But now I get to teach them perspectives of like, hey, we have expenses. The more the company makes, the more opportunity you have. And now I'm able to like confidently talk about that. I truly have always thought like, I want to create opportunities for everyone. And I didn't know how, and now it's like, don't feel ashamed of that. Like, I'm gonna continue to grow so I can grow other people up, or else someone's gonna take them and grow them elsewhere. So it's either me or someone else. Data. I actually remember I avoided looking at the vision sheet for the longest time because I didn't want to look at it. I felt like it was too much. I felt really overwhelmed. But then once I did it, now I love it. And it really helps me stay on track and consistency. I know I have to show up every week for my team and read this. If we're low on cleaners, I can see that before we're way understaffed where now we can't fill the schedules. So that has just really helped me to continue to grow. Expectations of myself versus other people. Jessica said it perfectly earlier where she takes a lot of her anger, I guess, out. I feel like I did that a lot to Tanner and I was very frustrated with him all the time. Same with my kids and same with everyone around me. Like it was their fault, they're annoying, why don't they think like me? And now it's like, well, that's actually me. I have high expectations of them, or I have this expectation, like quit thinking like that. So everything now is up to me. That's been, I think, the biggest and best thing that I've learned, honestly, in coaching is just, if I don't like something, change it and change what I'm doing. And then marketing and sales. Tanner actually does all of our marketing. I just look at the numbers on Facebook, but it's nice to know that that's like a role he can play and that we can do it ourselves and not have to pay $1,200 a month. I did in-person walkthroughs. I actually carried my baby in a couple houses as well, realizing you can do it all over the phone versus like in-person walkthroughs. Like that's what I was wasting my time doing. So it's cool that we actually can call over 100 people a day. You can't show up to 100 people's houses a day. So being able to confidently grow my office team has really been inspiring to me to watch them grow as well. And speaking skills, I actually feel like I'm very introverted, homebody, I want to avoid people. I'm very much more of a confident parent and wife and reading data. This coaching program, the systems actually work. Your business actually grows. The values that the coaching brings to your team, brings to your clients, everything aligns for everybody. You as a business owner, the cleaners, office staff. It's so easy to teach your cleaners the core values and to follow them. It's so simple and it makes sense. Marketing that works saves you thousands of dollars. And honestly, I've gotten so much coaching beyond just cleaning, financially, personally, and just how to think, and which has made me a better leader, which has made me more money. I'm so inspired by Logan investing in other coaching companies because he's constantly chasing the next level that I'm like, holy shit, I didn't think like that. And it's making me think bigger, which I want to think bigger. So it's pushing Tanner and I both of we think $100,000 sitting in our bank account's a lot. It's not. People are throwing that in one coaching program for the day. I want to be around more people like that. So I'm thankful that you guys are constantly learning yourself to become better because it really pushes us. So my goals, we will hit $2 million, even if it's a little over a year. $5 million in 3 to 4 years. I want to hit $5 million because I would love $1 million in personal income because we got to afford that private jet. And there's more options for everything. Talking to Renee, wants to go to Hawaii and have the bed in the airplane and Airbnb on the beach. You have more options, as well as it'll provide me the opportunity to help more people. Tanner's was no, we need to go to 10 million. So I was like, okay, I'll put it on there and start more locations, which I am learning how to think like that. How can we have more locations? How can we grow more people up? So I'm still learning, how can I just keep thinking bigger? And then consistently stay at 20% profit, as well as Tanner and I as a couple, become better and consistent about talking about money, and because now we're truly partners in everything in life. I can't sneak coaching costs and things like that. We're in this together now. So also the current office staff I have right now, how can I provide more opportunities for them before they find something better? If I'm not growing, if I'm not making more money, they're going to find a better opportunity. So they also push me to do better for them. My advice to anyone contemplating coaching is either you can get to $1 million, actually probably not even $1 million in 10 years and make every mistake and lose a lot of money like I did, or you can hire a coach that has proven systems and you'll get there in 1 to 2 years if you're committed. So it's really dependent on if you're committed or not. And you're not going to grow alone. So you need a community like this. And honestly, you guys have all truly helped me grow. Watching Lucas and Jessica actually before I committed saying we're going to hit $1 million. And I was like, oh my gosh, if they hit $1 million before me, I can't let that happen. I gotta go. So it you guys have really pushed me and inspired me to want to go be better. So I love being surrounded by people that are just winning. And I'm surprised I didn't cry. I did good. But yeah, I think, that's all.
I think Kayla's a great example of, I call it training age, not chronological age. You have to understand that while Kayla is the youngest one here, she's also been doing the business longer than anybody else has. How is she so much further along at 27 than I am at X age? She's been doing it longer. She's been doing it since she was a kid. She's only done one thing, she's been focused. She also has sacrificed a lot of other experiences and things that other people haven't in order for her to get to where she has. Don't compare your chronological age, but compare your training age to somebody to have a better idea of like what's actually possible. Because as you guys saw, like she got to $65,000 a month at 22 years old. She'd already been in business for 6 years. You reach a place of comfort. So the question you ask is like, well, when do we actually have fun? Right? When we do the fun stuff. And that's why it all goes back to those plans, because we all really do have different stages in our lives that we're going to maybe stay at secure or stay at comfortability before we're ready to go to rich. And I saw that news, like we stayed at secure for a period of time, right? We're like, I'm good. And that's back to some of the stories we tell ourselves is like, I'm good, and it's true. But then you're like, I could also be gooder, right? If I just tried more. Our goals and desires can change, and that's okay. When I look at like people who can actually make it to the rich, can you go down and do you have the grit to come back up? But also like when things do get comfortable, what do you do then? Because like when things get hard, how do you respond? But when things get good, how do you respond? And both of them have their challenges. Because when you get good, then it's like, I don't actually have to do the phone calls anymore because like I have 60,000 in the bank now. I don't have to do these things. And so it works both sides. And so this is another good example of the comfort. She's got comfort, she doesn't have to do it, and she decided to. I have confidence in that because you're gonna face both comfort and you're gonna face crisis along the way, and you gotta respond to both.